Now we move on to Hong Kong. Chinese President Xi Jinping has expressed condolences over the deadly fire which broke out in a residential complex in Hong Kong's Tai Po district. Xi has extended his sympathies to the victims. He has called on Hong Kong to make every effort to contain the devastating fire that has claimed the lives of at least 44 people, with nearly 300 missing. Hong Kong police has arrested 3 men, including 2 company directors and an engineering consultant, on suspicion of manslaughter. In connection with the blaze, authorities believe that foam materials used during the renovations may have contributed to the fire's rapid spread. Let's listen in.
而喺較早前，大概凌晨2點，我哋分別喺大埔、牛頭角、新蒲崗拘捕咗3名本地嘅男子，涉嫌誤殺。而我哋警方有理由相信，有關工程公司嘅負責人嚴重疏忽，引致到今次嘅意外，亦都引致呢個火勢呢係迅速蔓延，一發不可收拾，導致一個重大嘅傷亡。
Hong Kong's Chief Executive John Lee has expressed his deep sorrow over the deadly fire at Wang Court, which claimed the life of a firefighter, among others. Lee paid tribute to the bravery and selflessness of those who responded to the blaze and vowed that authorities would continue their efforts to rescue those still trapped and provide support to the affected families. Now for this discussion, we welcome Andrew K.P. Long. He's an independent China strategist, joins us live from Hong Kong. Thank you very much, Andrew, for joining us today. I'm glad you're safe over there. What more can you tell us about what is happening, and what do you think has led to this huge fire?
Well, this unfortunate fire has been described as the greatest disaster that has caused the most number of deaths and human suffering since the Second World War in Hong Kong. Let's not forget that we are talking about 8 residential blocks involving 2,000 different flats or families. And these blocks are separated by a space. Now, for the fire to spread so quickly, engulfing all the 8 blocks very quickly, and the fire had been burning for 20 hours, and a lot of the people were just locked. They could not escape because they were high up. And then the police, of course, conducted investigations and found suspicious fire inflammable styrofoams stuck in the air ducts on every floor of some of the blocks. Now, why this happened is still being investigated, but nevertheless, it's a huge disaster. And the whole Hong Kong government have been mobilized. Everything else have been called to a stop, including the all-important Legislative Council elections coming up in a number of weeks. And that's why President Xi has expressed these condolences, and likewise all the Hong Kong people. A number of efforts, civil society efforts have been mobilized to come to the help of the aggrieved families facing this unfortunate accident. Some of them have lost almost all the members of the families so close to Christmas. It's really the largest disaster. Let's not forget that that area concerned is north of Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a very dense population, 7.5 million citizens, in an area of something like 2,000 square kilometers. But then half the Hong Kong is designated country parks. That makes the area even more congested in the residential areas. And because of the Hong Kong is divided into essentially 2 parts, separated by a beautiful harbor. I'm in the south of the island, separated by the harbor, so I'm pretty safe. But then these poor families facing such this sudden disaster deserve all our condolences.
Yes, indeed. I'm glad you're staying safe, but we do send our condolences. Andrew, what are the changes that are required? I was reading about this incident, and it highlighted the bamboo scaffolding that has been used for decades and Hong Kong and also mainland China. People have pointed out, but they were silenced or ignored. Do you think these things led to this big incident?
Well, this bamboo scaffolding has been used for so long without any problem because they are quite highly suitable to Hong Kong's high rises and many of the cities. But what caused this fire is really this canopies surrounding this block of flats. And then the preliminary investigations revealed that their material may not comply with full fire retardant material, because when these blocks are under renovation, so they're covered by these canopies, and if these canopies materials are highly inflammable, and that could cause a problem, because as I mentioned before, these blocks are separated by the space, and then all these 8 blocks are covered by canopies. But worse still, suspicious highly fire inflammable styrofoams were found stuck in the air ducts on each and every floor in these apartment buildings. It sounds suspicious to me, but that's being investigated. I think that blaming on the scaffolding is really a red herring.
Right. Thank you for bringing the focus back to the central issue. Thank you very much, Andrew K. Long, for joining us and sharing